You're live with Rennie Matz. I got a few comments this morning. I guess everyone couldn't show up to my live, but that's cool, guys. I'm not here to pass no judgment on anyone in any form or fashion. But my question was, could it have been a toxic relationship between Will Smith and Chris Rock? Well, as we all know, Chris Rock is the ultimate comedian, as we all know him to be a comedian. But then we also know Will to be the former rapper back in the day, as I say. Now, I'm going to say a few things. Chris Rock is cool, but sometimes he can go a little bit too far with his comments on uh, people that he know or friends, far as that. But everybody know that's what Chris Rock do. That's what he known for. Okay, okay. But on the serious tip and on the honest tip, what do you actually think about Will Smith? And Will Smith, he's a down there brother. He's a cool brother. I mean, one of the nicest cats out there in Hollywood, I might say. And to for me, for him to have made a comment, a joke, as a comedian, to hide behind things that he might have wanted to say anyway, but I don't know the truth. Only the person himself knew what his intentions was and why he said it the way he said. Now this, might I remind you, this is not the first time Chris Rock has said something about the Smiths. Oh no 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 no! This goes back a little bit. When Will brought this certain movie out before this last movie that he was awarded on, he said that the Smiths got $20 million for a movie. And he said this in part. He also stated that they didn't deserve it. You know, I now this is the reason why I'm asking for the viewers out there to comment on this, because I want to put a stamp and a closure to the gossip and the rumors that's happening here. Must I remind you, this is not the first time that Chris Rock has went outside the box to make a statement. Some people call it a foolish statement as a comedian to a brother who is down to earth, who is cool, who is in good standing. Now, I had someone come to me and say, "Oh, Will Smith, Will Smith, kids are spoiled brat." And I said to myself, this has nothing to do with Will Smith, kids, wife, or anything. This is somebody that's trying to make remarks and comments and hide behind his their negative thoughts. Okay, so Will, he stood up and did his apology and everything. Everybody think he could have held it back. Don't go gossip about the man. The man is a good, outstanding man. He's a lovable person. Regardless to what you may think about his family, his kids, leave him out of this. This guy's did a lot. He did a lot of good things for a lot of good peoples. Okay. So my head goes off to you, the Smith, the Smith family, and also I want to say I like Chris Rock too. Some of his but sometimes he can go a little bit too far. Okay, he can go a little bit overboard with the comments. I mean, and if they were friends, don't you think a friend would have gave a friend heads up before you went on national TV to make a statement about someone's wife being G.I. Jane? I mean, hey, and then, let's think about it, y'all. When you sit up there, somebody commented about your wife, and you're not at the wars about my wife. You at the wars because my wife is at the war with me because it's my day. Okay, and then you got a brother up there making a comment. It wasn't a well thought about comment. This is probably one of the reasons why Chris is not making a comment or a statement on it, which is cool. You should be like that, okay? You should just, let it go because, just like you didn't mean no harm, I'm sure Will didn't mean no harm. And if he flat-handed you back, that was probably something that was done. What if that was a joke of something in the comedian way of thinking? Pop, you see comedians do that to each other in their, comedy film. That's what, I thought it was. Actually, when I said, oh, that's just them fooling around. That's a joke. And then Will said, keep my elf wife out of your mouth. He had every right to have done that, but again, they were on before national TV where everyone could see. Okay, so I got any comment? I have anybody out there want to come in? Hello, come into the room. Everyone, come on into my room. I know it's early in the morning, but you are welcome to come in my room. We are talking about the incident that happened on national TV and whether or not you think Chris Rock, as a comedian, caused harm to the Smith family by gouging out a statement. Was that, in a sense, a sense of disrespect? I don't care if you knew Jada before Will and Jada became husband and wife. That is just not something that you do. I mean, if you friends with the brother, you should have gave them a heads up. I'm with Tiffany Haddish. She said, she make jokes. That should have been something they should have did behind closed doors and gave him a heads up on so he could have been prepared for that. I've never seen, out of my days of watching the Will Smith and movies and things, I've never seen him do anything like that before. And then I had one of my comments said, well, he was under a lot of stress. That might well been the situation for Will, and I can believe that. He looked like he could have been under a certain amount of stress at that time. But then you always have haters in the room, and you have those wishing peoples in the room. Oh, I wish he would just go up there and do something. Like, you got the haters, okay? You're always going to be a hidden hater in the room somewhere, okay? That's why it is wise to, get into your prayer and meditation. Because sometimes you enter into a room with a bunch of fake friends, fake friends, unknowingly fake friends, So, Will, I just felt like maybe Jana didn't, she might have been a little hurt by Chris, just targeting her out to say something about G.I. Joe. He didn't quite say, anything about the alopecia. And I hear comments of people trying to protect him, saying that, oh, he didn't know that she had alopecia. Well, he shouldn't have been making the comments anyway, that on another man's wife. Now, I heard a little rumor that Chris Rock is not married anymore. He divorced. What caused his divorce, huh? Let's think about that. Is it a hater in the room? Because somebody else is still with their wife. They were able to work the differences out between the two of them, and you don't have no wife? What is the problem? Come forth and what is the problem with this? Let's think on that. I mean, you don't have to comment, Chris. I ain't yelling at you. I ain't screaming at you. But watch what you say about someone else's wife when the head of the house, the man is the head of the house, is in the room. Watch what you say about someone else's wife, vice versa. When a man brings his wife to an award, he's her protector. Okay. And you shouting out the way you want to shout. Oh, you didn't say nothing bad about him, but you turn around and say something bad about his wife in national TV with him sitting there, and it was his day. You mean to tell me people, y'all don't get this? Y'all don't see that? Y'all don't understand that? I'm just gonna send many blessings and prayers out to you guys, because you guys, honestly, things that bother other people may not bother you, but you need to watch what you say about other people's wives, and watch what you talk about within other people's homes. Okay. And watch what you say about other people's kids. Some people like to down, their kids was poor. Well, so what? What, you're jealous because your kids didn't get to have the pleasures in life like somebody else's kids? That's probably on you. Think about it. Don't be a naysayer and don't be a hater about someone else's lifestyle and try to pull them down because they're doing something good for our society. Get off of that horse, okay? We're not living in the dark ages anymore. We stepping into the light, you understand? We try to step into the light, okay? It's a lot of things, I could say metaphorically, people are afraid to say, okay? So they say it out of anger in their comedy scripts and say no harm intended. If it was no harm intended, brother, you should have said that, okay? No harm intended, Will. It's just a joke. You could have said that on national TV, but I guess sometimes people don't have the gut to admit when they talk too much, when they say the wrong thing to someone else's wife, okay? So people, my lesson to you today is just watch what you say about someone else's family, someone else's wife, and watch yourself. A lot of these people say, I'm scared to come out and say some comments. Oh, well, if you know the person, why don't you get with the person and try to say, hey, look, I ain't trying to bring your family down in no kind of way, but I just want to say a few things. Is it okay? Brother might get together and say, man, I allow you to say this, but don't say that. What is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with asking a person if you are friends with that person, but just don't go gouging out some negative things to send negative vibes to everybody out there to cut someone else's wealth down. That's not right, Chris. You just didn't really do it the way it should have been done. If those two are your friends, you should have got with them and let them know, heads up, hey, this is this and that's that. Now, I don't know what everybody thinks. Some people are more for The Rock because he got slapped and empathize with him and sympathize with him. But I'm not saying which way I'm gonna go. But I tell you, you guys need to work it out. And I think Will is the bigger man. I think he's the bigger man to admit, and he admit that he done wrong. Ain't no need of you feeling guilty because the way it was done, it was not proper. Okay, not proper to cut somebody down. I know some brothers out there love to stomp you and crush you down. Okay, well then, hey, when I get up to the upper room, hey, I'll see you outside the gate. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Follow some of your scripture, learn what it is, to watch, how you brag or take somebody else's wealth from them by using, ugly words. And by you being a comedy person, you can get away with some of the stuff, but not all the time. It's okay. Think about it. if this guy and his wife was your friend, and you pulled a stunt like that at the kitchen table, it might have been cool, but then on national TV, come on, think about it, Chris. Did you really? Until I know you for doing stuff like that, but these were your friends. Could you have done that in a more professional way before coming on the tube and national TV making a comment like that? Was this something way beyond that was toxic before this award show even came on? And that's a question to be answered. Neither you or anyone out there knows the truth. But that's between the two of them what really happened. So this is a Word Up. And I'm going to say bye for now. I love you all. Peace out.